thing is that we can smile.
Yes, sir.
We can smile, but it's Black Christmas for some families in Ibadan. Well, good morning to you, viewers. Let's begin what's trending with some update of the stampede that occurred in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, on Wednesday, where 35 children lost their lives during a children's fun fair. Well, on Thursday, the Oyo State Police Command arrested Naomi Shilekuola, the ex-wife of the Oooni of Ife, who organized the event, and 7 others, including the principal of the Islamic high school in Basharun, where the event took place. I mean, we commiserate again with the families, and I believe that the Oooni of Ife has also expressed his condolences to the Oyo State government and, the bereaved families. He offered his support to the families, and he's also called for measures to prevent such incidents. Well, in the meantime, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered an investigation into the Ibadan stampede. The president gave the order in a statement issued on Thursday by Bayo Ononuga, a special advisor on information and strategy. The president called for a thorough inquiry to determine whether negligence or deliberate actions contributed to the stampede. And this is what we've been talking about, whether it is deliberate action. Like I said, Naomi, the ex-wife of the Oooni of Ife, has been arrested, including, I believe, the principal of that school. But also, there was also the radio station that, had been involved through the announcement made, by Agidigbo FM. But guess what, Dr. Abati? I mean, this is not the first time that this sort of event is happening. There's a video trending online. If we can play up that video of the Agidigbo FM. They've also organized carnivals like this. Let's pull up that video really quickly.
Àlùbáríkà tó wà mìírí èmi gan iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ni ewu gbogbo tí mo là kọjá ìmọ̀ ìṣàgbára mi àtinúdá tí mo ti ń lò jẹ́ kí dúpẹ́ orí ẹbí nítorí ìwà níbi tẹ̀rọ pa lọ́wọ́ lé
I mean, that stampede could have occurred in that place as well. I mean, this is what we are talking about, and that is why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's statement was quite apt. But I believe Adefemi Akinsoya earlier this morning wanted to pull up a picture of the Agidigbo FM chairman, Origami Hamlet, who, posted a picture of himself unconscious after that tragic event. I believe, this picture has gone viral with condemnation all over. Rufi.
Like we said, it's very sensitive. It is not the time you should be doing this. I know you can't say if somebody is truly ill or not ill. Yeah. But a lot of people said, where's the bubble in the water that was supposed to be there, the oxygen and everything? I don't know about his state of health, except a qualified doctor does a proper report about his state of health. But it's not the time to now say, I am also a victim. No. It shows a lack of empathy for people that have lost their children. 35 of them, yes, and counting, are here. Most importantly, it has also shown that Agidigbo had in the past done things or done events that might have caused a stampede. And you can see, we're talking about, Dr. President, we're talking about the building laws. Just one egress point. So the question is, should they have been able to assemble that number of people at that point, with that narrow point? Also, when you even look at it, if there was a stampede in that scenario, it would have been a worse one. You know why? Because the other point that leads out totally is the expressway. So if people had a need to run, it would have been the expressway. So it's just like also the Basharun scenario that we have only seen one exit point at this point in time. So there must be a proper investigation. Secondly, for events of this magnitude, it was a good thing you talked about the permit. What permit do they get? It was just like the case of the River State. So, and also, we are saying this because people will use big stadiums very soon to do crossover services. Because that's always the main thing. What kind of plans are made for things like that? What kind of egress points are made for things like that? The wife, the former wife of the Ooni, that's Prophetess Naomi, has been put into custody. She must be interrogated on how the planning was done. Also, the principal that approved that use of venue, did he also go back to check with the state government and all of that? Because also, apart from the crowds there, Oji, I have not even seen people directing. Because if you have events of this magnitude, you will see last month some other people, agents of state, paramedics and all of that. You can't see any of such inside. So what was the adequate preparation made for things like this? Most importantly, it's Christmas period. We'll all have events one way or the other. Even if it's in a small hall that you have about 200 people, do we do safety checks? Do people even know the egress points? Do people even know the multiple exit points? Most halls in Lagos also just have one egress point. Too many event centers, they don't bring them with multiple egress points. So I think these are the things we should be able to look at strongly for safety and security in this period. But let's allow them investigate. We can't prejudge what will happen. At the end of the investigation, we'll see. But the sad part is the lives that are never lost will not be brought back. And this might happen again. Because why? It's a cultural thing.
All right. Aya, really quickly before we can pull up our next story. All right.